everybody, I'm Mandy and welcome back to my channel. It's monthly favourites time again already, and I'm not too late doing them this month. Normally I'm later than probably anybody doing them. So I have a few this month and I've been scrolling through YouTube. It's one video I love looking at. It's everybody's monthly favourites to get ideas and things that I might want to try and new items and stuff. So what I have coming up are genuine again, and you know me, mix of everything, and they are genuinely things that I've been loving for the past month. So without me waffling too much. So the first one I have is actually a foundation. I normally use Boots number 7 every day on my face. I need to wear makeup and work. So the one I've been using at the minute is something different, and I'll tell you the reason why I changed. Short story, I done the dry January, so I gave up alcohol. Not that I drink a lot of it. Not a glass of wine at the weekend, but I gave myself a challenge not to have any. Because over the Christmas time you obviously have a little bit more than you normally would. So I gave myself the month of January with no alcohol, and I don't know if it was my imagination, but it certainly made a huge difference to my skin. I have the most god-awful skin. I get, even now in my 40s, I still get breakouts and I still have a greasy T-zone, and I have the worst open pores, everything. I have the worst skin in the world. So there was definitely a difference in not drinking. I think sometimes the drink plays havoc with my skin, and I could certainly see a difference. So I said I'd even make it feel a little bit better, and I try and stay off too heavy a makeup. Not that the Boots number 7 is really heavy, but I said I'd try something different. And I picked up this NYX Stay Matte But Not Flat Powder Foundation. And this is in Golden Beige. And it's actually a powder. Now I have it on today. It doesn't give huge coverage, but because my skin at the minute is not really crappy looking, excuse me, I didn't have to feel that there was loads of coverage on it. So I've actually hit pan on it. That's me using it for the past month. And I use it every morning, and I think it gives really good coverage. It opens up like that, and there's a little sponge which I have never used, but if I'm right from what it said on the box, if you wet the sponge you can actually put it on with a little bit heavier coverage. If you had a beauty blender or something damp, it will give better coverage. And that colour is the one I've been using. It's not, the light is not great, it's not too bright and it's not too dark. It looks a little bit darker there, but when it's on scary close up, it's actually okay. As I say, it doesn't give great coverage, but it's not clogging anything. It's very, very light, and it just gives a little bit of colour to my face without being too heavy, and I'm really, really loving it. That's one I will be buying. Well, that's nearly get another couple of weeks out of it, but I will be certainly buying that one again. So it's a Stay Matte Not Flat NYX in Golden Beige. That's one of my big, the next one I have is a mascara. You know me, I try as many different mascaras as I can. When one runs out, I don't tend to go for the same one again, but I will remember it, note it, and if I think it's really good, I will eventually buy it again. But I like to try some different ones, and this is a MAC one that I got a little sample of, and I said, oh, I must try it. Now the sample was brilliant, and this is the MAC False Lashes Extreme Black Mascara. You can see it there, and it has a little kind of odd shaped lid to it. A normal kind of a brush, a little bit bigger than some of the actual ones that I would normally use that are more kind of the plastic thinner ones. That one is not as thin. Now when I bought this first, I was a little bit on the fence about it. I couldn't figure out why the actual sample that I got from MAC was brilliant, and this one, it didn't feel the same as the sample, but over time I've grown to love it. I actually have it on today, and it gives a really good lift, and there's no drying to my eyes, which I find sometimes on some mascaras. By the end of the day I could be working 11-12 hours and I'd find my eyes get quite dry, but with this one I haven't found it. And what I've figured out is you need a couple of applications. It doesn't dry too quick, and it just lifts the lashes up really, really well without drying them too much. It's not waterproof, and that's it in Extreme Black. And it's very distinctive, the shape on it. But that is one I was a bit on the fence about, but after a couple of uses I really, really liked it, and I will be certainly buying that one again. Not too dear, about €20 I think. Now the next item I have is lips, and it's very sad because it's nearly all gone. And I have it a while, but I just kind of rediscovered it amongst all my other lipsticks and lip glosses and stuff and lip pencils. You know what us ladies are like, we buy them and forget about them because we have so many. And it's actually Bobbi Brown. It's nearly all gone. So sad. I have to go in and get it again. Hopefully they'll have it. It's called Posy, and it's the Bobbi Brown Lip Crayon. Now it's not much bigger, it's not a really big one, but you can see I've really used that the past month. I actually have it on today. It's not too dark, it's a very pink, neutral, nudie. Scary close up again. Without it being too strong of a pink, if that makes sense. And what I love about it is it's a crayon, but it's actually very hydrating. There's nothing dry about it. Let me just see if I can swatch it. And you can see there's even a slight sheen to it. If I do it there. It's actually really soft on the lips, and it has a slight sheen to it, like a lipstick, even though it's a lip pencil. It's called a lip crayon, and I use it all over. So that's one of my favourites. I don't know why I haven't used it for a while, but it was one I went back to and I really liked. And as I say, it's called Posy, and it's the Bobbi Brown lip crayon. So the next one I have is nails. What kind of a monthly favourites video would I do if I didn't have a number 7 product? And this one I've been wearing for ages and ages, the past month, on and off. I don't get manicures because I like to kind of change my nails every day or every second day or third day or whatever. But this one, I'm not really a pink girl, but when I put this on I really liked it. It's the number 7 Stay Perfect, and it was actually in the advent calendar that I got. And it's called, very apt, Me Me Me. And I actually have it on today, and it's really nice. I only have one coat on, but if you put 2 coats on, it's actually really lovely. It's not too dark of a pink, if that makes sense. It goes on really easy, dries really quick. The only thing I'll say is it's quite matte, so you need to put 2 coats on and maybe a shiny top, kind of a gloss to it. But I work with my hands all day, and I do be picking things up and a lot of manual stuff, and it's great. It hasn't chipped. I'd get easily 2 days out of this. And it's just, yeah, it's really good. So it's the Stay Perfect nail colour, is it? Nail colour in Me Me Me. Now, the next one I have is actually a shower gel and a lotion that I got off somebody at Christmas. And as you know, I love any lotions and potions and girly things, and I love Crabtree and Evelyn. And a friend of mine bought me this one. It's citron, honey and coriander, and that's the shower gel, which you can see I've used a lot of, and that's the body lotion. And oh my goodness, this is just the most amazing smell in the world, especially in the mornings when you're having your shower. If you get into the shower and you're asleep, this soon wakes you up, because the smell of it is so uplifting. It's very citrusy, very lemony, obviously, and you can actually get the hint of honey, if that makes sense. Absolutely gorgeous. It's one of those ones when you're in the shower you can smell it afterwards, in your room, in the bathroom, everything. And the body lotion is just amazing too. I've actually been using it as more of a hand lotion too, and I just kind of leave it on my dressing table, and it's just gorgeous. Like that, as I say, it's very it's not too heavy of a lotion. It's quite milky. It's not overly rich, but it just, another one of those when that the scent just lingers. I just love it. And I love Crabtree and Evelyn and a lot of their smells. As I said before, the Nantucket Briar. Oh, there's loads, and there's not many in Crabtree and Evelyn I don't like, but this was one I hadn't smelled before. And thanks to a friend of mine, I shall be buying this one again. Is actually a wallet. I try to change my bag every week, and my wallet I don't change that often, but I did this time, and it's actually one that I'm loving at the minute. Now, to some it might seem like it's kind of big, and to me what I normally use is a lot smaller than this. But I have it about a year, and to be honest, I never used it as what it is. It's actually like a wok, and it's by Michael Kors. Now, I like Michael Kors when it doesn't scream Michael Kors, and as you can see, this one just has a little bit written down there, and that's it. And it's a lovely soft butter, kind of a leather feel to it. I actually took it out and used it when I got my new Gucci Soho, because the colour kind of matched, and it was nice and big, and I could fit everything into it. And it's actually one of those ones that's a wok, if you, for all the world, like the Chanel one. You can actually pop, there's a gold and brown chain that goes through here and through here, and you clip it in, and it's a long crossbody that you can wear it, which is great. But I just started using it as a wallet because I think I'd use it more like that, and I am just loving it. Why I didn't use it before, I don't know. And I think they still actually do them. I think I seen them in the Michael Kors concession in Brown Thomas. When I bought it, it was in this tan, and they had it in a black as well, but I'm glad I got this. I was very worried about scratches and stuff on it because it's so soft, but it's actually held up really, really well, and there's a great big pocket to the back. There's slots for your cards, so you've got like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You've actually got a pocket here, you've got a pocket there, you have a pocket here, and you have zip as well for your coins. So as I say, it doesn't scream Michael Kors because I don't like anything that does, but some of his stuff I really like, and that is one of them, and I'm really, really liking it. I think I'll be using that a lot more than why did I leave it so long to not use it? It's just my favourite wallet at the minute. And as I've said before, I had other Michael Kors wallets and I had no issues with them, but my Louis Vuitton one I did. So sometimes, you know, it's nice to give something else a go and see how long you can get out of it. And never had any issues. The other one I used was a brown one as well that I recently changed over, and that got a lot of abuse thrown in our handbags, and I had no problem with stitching or zips or anything, whereas with my Sarah wallet I had to send it back twice. So sometimes, I don't know, Michael Kors, it's getting a bit of a rough time at the minute, but some things I really, really like, and that one in particular I think is a great little, I must actually take out the strap and I could use it for holidays and weekends and stuff. So if in doubt for Michael Kors wallet, I would definitely recommend some. Yeah. The next item I have is a candle. Where would my monthly favourites be without a candle? And I got this as a gift over Christmas. It's not, I actually thought it was Yankee Candle. It's not. It's a Village Candle. I think it's kind of like a take of the Yankee candles, but they are made in the US as well, so I'm not actually sure if it's from the same company. But this one was actually really, really nice. It's called Just For You. And as you can see, it's nearly gone. I like this in the evenings on my island in the kitchen. And I'm not a big florally flower person, but this was really nice. The roses in it were quite strong without being too overbearing, and it has rose baby's breath, I don't know what that is, obviously a flower, and lush greens. And there's a couple of shops here, Home Store and more, I think, in places like that, that do this Village Candle. I think they're slightly cheaper than the Yankee Candle, but the scent is actually really, really good. If I could see them in the little, if they do them in the little waxes that you pop on top of your burner pot things, I'd buy it. So that's really, really nice. Everything I have, guys. Thanks so much for watching, and I shall talk to you again soon. Bye.